Yeah, but here's the difference.
Mm-hmm.
The Reds got news that they got Miguel Andujar, and they're like, "Oh, that's cool. Thanks. Like you upgraded it somewhere." They're like, "Hey, we got Key Brian Hayes." It's like, dude, that guy can field at third. Last night, the Mariners flew Gino to Sacramento. They didn't tell the players. Nobody knew anything. And they made the plane wait until Gino got there. Gino walks up, gets on the plane, and the plane goes nuts.
Dude.
Hugs, fist bumps. They're like, let's go. Hyped, because now they're like, dude, yeah, Naylor's like my teammate I was just playing with. Now I get him at this spot where he's played and all this. And everyone's like, bro, we got the guy who's hit the most dingers in the NL, and we already know him, and he's a great guy, and the fans already love this. It's great. Let's go. We're going on the run. And then we're like, we got Zach Lytle.
Yeah, jazz it up.
Jazz it up.
Yeah.
So it's hard to be like that's how I would react if I'm like someone in the clubhouse. Like, we got who?
Mm.
When you hear and see all these other names and you look through and it's just like, are we going for it? Or are we just maintaining and we're just punching the numbers into the calculator to be like, if we get to 88 wins, these small moves will be the exact reason why we get in.
I mean, I'm not saying that math isn't, an applicable thing here, but I mean, you're really playing around the edges. And man, it just reminds me, it feels like it's like public school versus private school kids at times.
Key Brian, where's the defense?
No.
Oh, already tonight.
Is that cost a run? What are you doing backing up?
Yeah, okay. To my point, he's not going to go and hit a homer this next AB. Gino makes that play. It goes through, and you're like, okay, whatever. And the bases were juiced there. And then Gino can get into the box and make up for that run with one swing.
Abbott's already out. Jeez, Pete, none of my bets went through.
Yeah. So that's my thing. I'm like, that's my thing with this whole trade deadline. Is like these, if you look at them in a vacuum and you go, man, these are all really quality baseball moves. They improve the quality of this club by mere fractions, by maybe 1, 2, 3, 4 games at best. This, if you're a fan and you've been told, we'll make moves at the deadline, you just need to come to the ballpark. Just come to the ballpark. Give us some flexibility with our capital. And then the flexibility is a guy who's hitting 236.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we got another pitcher that's going to come in and move one of our starting pitchers into the bullpen. Isn't that thrilling?
Instead of when you look at what the Padres did, who they are 3 games up on us right now at recording, they went out and got the most electric closer in baseball in Mason Miller. Albeit, they gave up the 7th best prospect in all of baseball. But they've got him for 4 more years. And next year, they're going to stretch him out to be a starter.
Yeah, and you know what? That'll translate immediately to wins.
To wins! To an already elite bullpen.
And the goal isn't to have, like you've said plenty on this podcast, the goal isn't to have the best prospects in baseball.
No.
It's to win. It's to win playoff games. It's to go as far as what you can, and we are just trying to do just enough to get, our ticket punch to go.
Yeah, to get there and then say, well, we got there. And then, we'll make the moves in 26. I'm like, will you? Do I believe you? Am I going to get pushed down the steps again by Gapper?
I think so, but it's your fault. It's your fault for asking. You didn't go to enough games.
Yeah, you're right. I need to increase my season ticket package.
Yeah.
From the weekend 20 to a full half season. Oh, no. Oh, Maddie. Botched one.
You gotta be kidding me.
There's
2 errors in this inning?
Mm-hmm. No, as much as I just bitched about Gino not being on this team, here's the deal. The Mariners gave up their number 9, their number 20, and number 21 prospects. To put that into perspective, and they gave up a first baseman who is going to go and play first base right now, we would have had to give up, in comparison, Hector Rodriguez, Zach Maxwell, and Jose Franco. In perspective. Or you swap out Maxwell or you swap out Hector basically the package that was online, which was Chase Petty, Adam Sawirski, I can't say his names.
Sawirski?
God, it's hard. It's God. They got to include all these Polacks. Got to include all the letters in their last name so they can remember the alphabet. Got him, huh?
Come on now.
We can still make fun of him.
And Cam Collier, was he in that trade too?
So that'd be too much.
Yeah, I wasn't quite sure if that was what was being offered.
Here's what you know what? If it's Hector Rodriguez, Chase Petty, and Jose Franco, are you doing it?
For how long do we have him? Just half?
For Gino, for just these next couple months.
Dude, I think I would.
Knowing it's the glaring problem.
Because that's what?
Knowing it's the glaring problem is that we have no pop.
Yeah, because we haven't been this close in years, and I feel that's one of the biggest things that we're missing is just the power bat to get us a few RBIs at a time as opposed to stringing together hits. And yeah, I would hate to part ways with some of those prospects, but I don't know how we don't know how any prospects are going to eventually develop, and the time is now.
Yeah, it's now. And it's funny, I also saw an article that was published in 2008 where it was talking about Joe Blanton, the pitcher who ended up pitching for the Phillies. He was a workhorse. And the Reds were, cusp of playoffs. They could have traded for him from the A's, but it would have cost Johnny Cueto, Joey Votto, and Homer Bailey.
Wow.
And he would have had 2 years of control of Joe Blanton. That's a lot to ask considering one of them's going to the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
One of them threw 2 no-hitters, and the other one, esteemed equestrian legend.
Mm-hmm. And great at butt tags.
Great at butt tags.
So
I was talking about Johnny Cueto with his horse.
Oh, okay.
Equestrian is
Oh, yeah.
Whatever, I tried to use a big word and I fucking fumbled through it.
Horse speak. But yeah, that's a cautionary tale to tell you that you just don't know a lot of times what's going to develop with these players.
No, but at the same time, fuck me.
I'll fuck you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Don't hurt me. Don't hurt me like my
I won't hurt.
legs.
Yeah, I'm not going to hurt you as much as what the Reds did.
It's just okay. So then you look like we talked about okay, the team that is 3 games in front of us, the Padres, they held on to Dylan Cease. And then they went and got Mason Miller, JP Sears, Ryan O'Hearn, and Ramon Laureano. And they also got Nestor Cortez, dude.
Yeah, and that's also the thing to think about, too, is you have in your mind the math of Nick Krall of what do we have to do to get to here, that, and get these wins. But you're also looking at, you're probably not looking at the other teams okay, well, how much better is our competition going to get over the trade deadline?
Dude, this is where AJ Preller thrives. He just sits up there with Adderall, most likely crushed up, and just a great, big, amazing concession straw. Mm-hmm. And it's just yanking, going, what can I do? Because he don't give 2 fucks and went out and did this.
Yeah.
So where's your calculator now?
I don't know, dude. I think we go into a K-hole and do long division and just, do some soothsayer stuff, read tea leaves, and then we come back with some defensive runs saved.
That's all we can do. That's it. And it's just and then you've got the Phillies, going out and trading for Johan Duran and going out and getting other bullpen pieces. The Mets going out and getting Ryan Helsley and Gregory Soto and Cedric Mullins. All of these teams in front of you just stacking up. And we're just but we got a guy who can really snag it at third for the future.
Yeah, we didn't go out and get a brand new pair of shoes. We got shoelaces.
We didn't even get shoelaces. Dude, we got ropes tied around our feet.
We got ropes. We just got the little cardboard paper they stuff in the shoes when you buy them.
Oh, it keeps your dress shoe the same shape.
Yeah, now just imagine if you had some shoes to go with this. Yeah, it's not what it wasn't exciting, but I do think we're a better team now than what we were.
God, we are a better team.
Is it going to be a good enough team?
That's what they hope. That's what they hope. And look, I love this team, and I love all the dudes there, and I love going to the ballpark. I love everything that has been happening, especially with Terry. You know, Terry's given the magic sauce to these boys to come together and really be a unit. That's awesome. But togetherness and friendship ain't going to be enough to take down the juggernaut that's in San Diego. I don't know. But I don't know.
Yeah. Having, you hear the expression, the glue, having a glue player. It's like glue is very important, but it's only as important as the thing it's holding together. And you can't have a whole team made up of glue.
Yeah, you sometimes eat popsicle sticks, or you need paper to build the sail.
Where's our hard macaroni? That's what I'm looking for. Where's our popsicle sticks, our macaroons?
Yeah. Well, they're also looking at this going, okay, they got their calculator. Is this going to be enough for us to get in? And and it's baseball. Anything can happen when you get in. I mean, for God's sake, the Cleveland Guardians made it to the ALCS last year.
Yeah, dude. Yep.
So I understand the mentality of, can we get there, see what happens when we get there. But don't you just want to stack the deck a little bit more in your favor and mortgage a little bit of your future?
Absolutely. I'm tired of being the poor team. I don't like it. And I don't like when you told me that story about Gino getting on the plane with the Mariners. Dude, that's so cool. Mm-hmm. And I don't think those fans realize how good they have it. It reminds me of when you realize your family's kind of poor. Yeah. Like, I remember going to grade school and hearing the other kids talk about what St. Nick brought them for St. Nick's Day.
Yeah.
I had never heard of that. And my parents were furious. That
Christmas?
No. There's Christmas, and then you have St. Nick's Day.
What's St. Nick's Day?
That's what the rich kids do. It's essentially another Christmas.
What?
Yeah, you don't get as many presents, but you get a few. And I never got that.
What?
Exactly. We're poor. We don't know that.
Oh, my gosh. Dude, I wasn't allowed to believe in Santa Claus. That's how poor we were.
You're a Cincinnati franchise.
Oh, my gosh. Yeah, my parents, they were like, oh, no, Santa's not real. It's Jesus' birthday. It's Jesus' birthday. It's Jesus' birthday. And then eventually I heard my mom say to my, grandpa's girlfriend or whatever, say, I want the kids to know that we bought them everything.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, got it.
Yeah. That's what it feels like. Everyone's got the nice fancy stuff. Yeah. They got the nice Nikes, and we're wearing Reeboks we got from the shoe carnival. And that's all we know. We didn't realize there's an actual Nike store. You can buy these new.
Wait, you don't have to tape your shoes?
That's crazy.
Oh, nuts.
Wow.
Crazy.
So that's what it kind of feels like. But I mean, I do, and I think it builds nice character. So it's all these silver linings you got to try to find.
Yeah. You know what? Those players are going to have to go out there and they're going to have to pull themselves up by their bootstraps.
Now they just need to get some bootstraps.
Hey, if only. Mm-hmm. I don't know if they have it in the budget. But I commend Crawl. I commend him for doing what he could with what he had. I think this is excellent GM work across the board with the most limited funds. They were buyers enough and in the discount bin and trying to be creative with what they could, and they were. And it just sucks when you just see Mason Miller goes to the Padres. You're like, fuck.
Yeah, man. You just don't want to see this next year. Who knows what the rest of the season is going to hold for us. The Reds are on the precipice of making it to the playoffs if they can. Like you said, they hold their own destiny. They got to win some games here. But really hoping that next year some of these pieces will settle out and maybe we'll be in a better situation next year to entice the front office a bit more to maybe be a team that's already, has a wild card spot or, God forbid, is leading the division. And then maybe that will be a lot more incentive to make sure they go out and get a game changer.
Get that game changer.